But now back to Safaricom. Like last week when I was reacting to this story, I said that it's time for a class action suit against Safaricom because wame break ilikuwa ni the what act, the data privacy.
They've broken so many acts.
Yes.
That I kept on thinking that if there was one brief that muombia Mungu, it's this one. It's this one. But it requires a lot of joint efforts.
Yes.
But anyway, endelea.
Yeah. So nilikuwa nabonga juu ya tuna need a class action suit, yes?
Yeah.
Because the only way that corporations understand, the only language that corporations understand is money.
Yeah.
Anything that's losing them money, they are going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
Because you can try and imagine, I was saying that if we were to use that, we'd also look at someone like Albert Ojwang. He was Nini, alikuwa tracked. Alafu apart from Albert Ojwang, we can even look at the people who are also still alive, akina Kibet Bull.
Shadrach.
Yes. Even take it back to akina
Tunguru.
Osama Otero na Crazy Nairobian. Remember they walikuwa wamekasirika. Like we'd have to take it back to that, and all these people come together, and this is a class action suit against the biggest company in Kenya, and just letting it know that as much as the government exists, your main clients are the people. And the people can't, hatufai kufeel that unsafe. Unajua ile uko like uko pahali tu umechila alafu unapatiana tu inaitwa nini ile unapatiana your location. Kweni mtu upinde wa mvua unapatikana ukiwa vitu zako za upinde wa mvua. So your class action suit, is it something that should be explored, Amani?
It's definitely something that should be explored.
Yes.
As for me, the clients that I've handled, I had the privilege of LSK had have trust in me that they gave me some cases.
Yes.
Of which these cases I've done pro bono, and this is one of the few avenues that we're exploring.
Yes.
On how to now make sure these guys get compensated for that. So I'm already working on that. But also something that is very important is that unajua tangu 2024 kuna watu wameingizwa baridi sana na gawa. And I think that at this particular point pale tumefika, man, we have to hold Safaricom accountable. This thing, we have lost so many lives. Because kitu ya Albert, that thing still pains me up to date.
Yes.
Na ile kitu I would advise is that anybody mwenye alikujia kwa hao, alishikiwa along the road, all those people.
Yes.
And we can actually state that they ended up being put in a police station. Acha wenye walidampia kwa sites, which is very unfortunate. But those people who ended up being traced, na wakaenda kapelekwa kwa police station a day or two or whatever, those are people who should actually be reaching out.
Okay.
Kwa sababu mi nikifanya tu kesi ya David, ama nidu ya kina Nick and kina Christopher and the rest, and Rose Tunguru, I've only have made justice accessible to those four, but there are so many people. So kuna a lot of lawyers who have been working doing these cases, and I think it will be a very good idea or reach out through the LSK public interest office. We see how we can help. Me and Dunstan, we are trying to do something. So that's something that I'm working on.
So wanabonga juu ya the public interest litigation department, yes?
Yes.
So what's that department about?
So that department is the one which has been coordinating guys like us,
Yes.
to go and represent Kenyans without like paying any legal fees and whatever.
Okay.
So that department, together na another department headed by one of the ladies who got this 40 under 40 awards, called Gloria. She's the police liaison with LSK. So they're the people who coordinate these public interest matters.
So saizi, what would be your like advice to us watu walikuwa abducted? Because a lot of Kenyans were abducted. Some of course wali survive. Tutasema nani ya kusurvive, anaitwa Albert Ojwang.
Yeah.
So advice yako inaweza kuwa nini kwao? Because me mwenyewe personally like when I was reacting to the Safaricom thing I was like if a big company like Safaricom was to be sued it would make it like and they had to pay money inaweza wa discourage sana from kupatiana inaweza kwa hiyo design kwa nasema ya banks where banks are really disciplined so watu kuzutapata kuna watu walichukua tu I'm safe hii story imeisha let me move on with my life but wanasema we are not supposed to move on sindio so yao kuna mseka mwingine kaya ule Bob Njagi au watu wote like what would be your advice to them?
So personally from where I'm sitting is that I only got to handle these cases because of LSK.
Yes.
And I think that because LSK may document most of these things, it ever got to that particular juncture, reach out to that LSK department.
Okay.
It will know how to cascade those cases. Like for me, you know, I've personally gotten to any person I've represented through this course of the period.
Yes.
They have allowed me to represent them also in a personal capacity.
Yeah.
So I don't have that mandate kwenda to make it public. I'm taking all of these people because most of these cases were handled by LSK.
Okay.
Unless they individually come and seek out and they want to join in the petition I'm working with Kina Dunstan. Yeah, that's something totally different. But that department is very capable of doing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your time to what sort of damages can someone seek? Because of course kuna the mental side of the Nini, because you're being abducted and being in these maybe dark rooms. Because I remember like tukibonga na Bob Njagi alikuwa nabonga juu how he'd hear screams coming from the other place. Alafu ye mwenyewe like they were beaten up so much and before they were released atilichukua time before release because the police now had to make them wait wa heal kwanza naje hivyo because ataki wakuacha hapo ukiwa na ukiwa so lazima ngoje mpaka mdomo irudi back to default ni ku release
so acha nikupatie example kama just about 5 days ago
yes
kulikuwa na a guy who ended up suing the government especially the DCI and they found that they went ahead and detained his gadgets without a warrant. Yes. Akapatiwa damages ya 500,000 okay now kwa situation kaya mse ameabductiwa hiyo discretion is usually under the court okay but there's a way the court tends to measure these things.
Yes.
Na kuna time ya where illegal arrest had been done I think kila msa alikanjwa 2 million if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Nda kutafuta hiyo case law nikutumie. Ili happen I think it was early this year like around February or January.
Yes.
I can't remember. So it varies. But kai situation ya chan kutumika ya David Mukaya. David Mukaya alienda akachukuliwa from LD.
Yes.
He gets arrested on 13th November 2024. Gets presented in court on the 15th November.
Yes.
There was an application for detention, ilirudisiwa na search warrants ikapatiwa nini. But he hasn't been able to work ever since then. So in such a situation, utapata one thing has led to another.
Yes.
If Safaricom kaingepateni hiyo data, inamaanisha it wouldn't have caused a chain of other
events.
issues.
Yes.
So unaweza pata in such a case on a minimum I wouldn't be looking less than 300 million for him.
Ooh, damn. Yeah.
Because you have to look at the impact on what this has caused. The guy is on a public interest matter. Anytime akiapia kwa mention he's trending. Alafu in matter which is against apparently brought under the head of state. So there is an implication that office of the president is in conjunction with Safaricom to harass this guy. Alafu there's another thing which is also troubling. Process yote due process haikufuatwa.
Yeah.
Tangu seizing of the gadgets, even the way you're supposed to transport somebody amearestiwa kutoka LD ama place yote kama angalia kesi ya Albert. Albert anaenda karestiwa huko Western. The way he was transported, it did not follow due procedure. The guy ended up dying. I was vile nilisikia story, honestly nilifikiria David angekuwa another victim. If it wasn't for that LSK acted quickly and I was on the ground, something would have happened to this guy. Kama ilikuwa apparently it was a case with the DIG, in this case it was a president, what could have happened? Hatuwezi jua.
So unasema like hivyo just for David peke yake?
Me for David, I think that
300.
Yeah, because I've seen also other jurisdictions give a compensation to about $2 million.
Yes.
In that particular in consideration when you translate that, and mind you, Safaricom, one of the largest shareholders ni Vodacom. Why, like,
Vodacom huko inafuata sheria zote.
Inafuata sheria, so why do they have to come and do that nonsense here? No. So me personally, there's no minimum, rather the minimum compensation for this ni 300.
Yes. Alafu I think that would be a very powerful lesson.
Yeah.
For them to start knowing that awezi nini na kupatikana there was no tracking. Walijua tu ofisi ya waliona tu signal.
No, this case walitrakiwa.
Kushojeka logo ya BBC kwa
walitrakiwa. Na mendi by the way, this case imeingiza, I've given so much pressure to the point whereby they're delaying bringing the file, the forensic file. But I know for a fact Christopher alienda kachukuliwa kwa hao yake.
Shuge
hao yake in the house. And then ukiangalia ile video which we released to the media, when they came to arrest kina Nick,
the CCTV footage,
ase walikuwa na panda huku juu. If they had placed somebody under surveillance huko kwa compound, they will know exactly which office. Walikuwa nakuja na angalia vicinity. Kwa sababu ukiangalia triangulation, sometimes inakupatia accurate location, inakuonyesha uko mali hapa, but they don't know exactly which house. Hata umse mnono Gaitho. The same way. Yeah. I would actually represent Gaitho mainly because of this Safaricom nonsense. Gaitho, kuna 300 million nafaa kufuata.
Acha niongee naye. Yokozuna, kuna 300 million. Saa Yokozuna. Najamu mitaka yoko.
So like, I think there's already a standard, international standard, which has been placed on telcos. And mind you, hata hii acha historia yetu. Nangojea, tangu we came to this disclosure, sijaona any statement from the Office of the Data Protection Officer. Sijaona statement from Capital Communications Authority regarding these violations. This shows you, wako in bed together.
Wako in together.
So me mwenyewe, when we were finalizing this petition, we are just trying to work on a few things. I'm actually going to cite those people there. Nandegwa pia, you're going to be a respondent on that matter. Wezi enda on Citizen TV speaking like that, lying to Kenyans.
And not just Citizen TV, on the 31st of October 2024, Safaricom wali release a statement. Ilikuwa their position statement on data privacy. Kasema Safaricom notes various conversations regarding data privacy and sharing of customer information with security agencies and other third parties, and wishes to make the following statement: that we respect customers' privacy and adhere strictly by the country's data protection laws. Sindio?
Yeah.
Then wakamalizia, finally, we'd like to reassure our customers that we've always been transparent, honest in how we engage our stakeholders, and we'll continue to do so to maintain the trust that we will have built over the years. So of course nimeruka hii part ingine yote. This shows you hakuna trust, because if you show up with this statement, and then of course remember when I was asking like which laws they'd broken, and akunka there's this Nini had shared, ilikuwa ni Kenya Information and Communication Act Cap 411A. No telecommunications operator is legally allowed to release someone else's data without the subscriber's written consent or a court order. So ikakuwa ni Safaricom PLC violated Article 31, Section C and D of the Constitution of Kenya. Kika Cap 411A, Sections 21A, blah blah blah, hizi zote. Alafu nakumbuka mimi mwenyewe when I was talking about this story nilisema the only reason mimi kama podcaster naweza talk about this is we can't forget the fact that Safaricom is the biggest advertiser in Kenya. So you see mainstream media has to look at this case 50-50 because wanaogopa. Najua so tuendelee. So Safaricom wakiwa wameviolate hizi laws, apart from monetary compensation that the victims wale walikuwa on the other side of abductions wanaweza go through au wanaweza go for, au wenyewe si wanafaa kuwa I remember ulikuwa nasema communications authority have not done anything
Yeah.
but also communications authority supposed to also find them
Yeah, they're supposed to find them for that violation kwa sababu they regulate the industry and telecommunications companies are under communications authority. Alafu said your data on how your data is supposed to be protected
Yes.
the Office of the Data Protection. These guys in Mona recently they find I don't know which company close to around 50 million. So in such a circumstance we have already shown that there is okay, for other cases it will be circumstantial, but there's
Yes.
already a door for reason to show cause on why this guy should go and investigate other cases. Because mind you, the number of people Omondi mwenye alidampia kwa kware,
yes
the guy who says I'm the speaker now, me I don't know where this guy is.
ule lingiaga
Ule mwenye alishika
Parliament.
mace, the current speaker, I don't know where that guy is.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, me I don't know where he is.
You actually, say, I mean,
Mi
tungekuwa
sijui.
tushamuona tena
Tukionyesha
when you think
tushamuona.
about it.
I don't know
So-
where he is.
family yake
I don't know.
like
The
no one
thing-
knows where he is
I promise you, there's so many cases because there's a very huge team that works at LSK. And they usually I think just the other day they published a report on how many cases are ongoing and whatever. There are so many cases that zimeshikiliwa na IPOA. They're not moving. There are so many cases that for us litigants who have been assigned, we follow cases on, they're not moving because some things are not clear. So, man, I think out of the people who died during protest, I don't think we have less than 40 people who are traced.
damn
I don't think so.
Bad.
I don't think so.
because unaangalia kitu kunasema like Safaricom is the biggest advertiser so I think this is the reason why this story is not as in quotes big as it is because you know mainstream media has to protect their own pockets
Yeah.
so like if they are to go and show how much Safaricom ina violate unajua because for nani kutokea I think he even did a TV interview sindio ndegwa akidinai kabisa
Yeah.
that they are not sharing this information they are not what and then baadaye tunasikia and no one is safe najua hivyo because watu wanasemaga like just leave Safaricom you can't because ilikam it's a semi monopoly if that
Yeah.
makes sense
Yeah.
like all of us use M-Pesa somehow all of us nini so inakuwa ni serious sana